All right, well, let's go ahead and get into some topics. Eric, what is the first thing you would like to talk about this evening?
I'm going to talk about something that just happened to me. They'll go into a broader topic. So we just got back out from a night out. And,
yeah.
You went and did some stuff, and I went downstairs to my room, and I've been waiting for maybe about a month or two for the new season of Always Sunny to drop on Netflix.
Okay.
Because it always drops like around October.
I didn't know that show was even still on.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, it got renewed for 3 more seasons.
What?
Yeah, it is.
How long has that been going?
Season 12 is the season that just dropped. So the current season is 13. It is one of the it's not your thing.
Yeah,
but
I've never had any interest
they
in really watching
have.
them. But I like DeVito.
Yeah.
Is he still on that show?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
They have some of
He's getting up there, yeah.
Yeah. I think he's like 70-something.
Yeah.
They have some of the highest just quality control. It ebbs and flows, but it never stays down.
But it's kind of maintained its quality?
Yeah. And when I go back...
It's not like a Supernatural type season 12?
No.
Wow.
No. And they're really topical. When I go back, like some of the seasons I really didn't like, or not... I've never really didn't like a season, but there was a season or two where I was like, it's not as good. Going back, I don't feel that as much. It just feels like part of the whole show. But that's neither here nor there.
Sure.
So I've been waiting, and there's a coworker at work that we've been talking when is it gonna drop? When is it gonna drop? I don't know how long it's been out, but it's been on Hulu. Both Hulu and Netflix have Always Sunny, but I've always watched on Netflix.
Oh, by the way, real quick, that's part of why I mentioned the Mega Show earlier, and I never got to that point, which is because we talk so long now on just the one big show we make, I keep forgetting we can swear on this show. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
What was I saying? So I've always watched on Netflix because Netflix usually doesn't have commercials, things like that. All the reasons you would watch something on Netflix as opposed to Hulu, if they both have it. But I'd heard a rumor the other day that Netflix was going to drop Always Sunny. So just on a whim, while I was sitting there making my list for this show, I was like, let me see if Hulu has the new season. And it does! It has the whole new season. And I was like, well, how the long has this been here? How long have I been deprived of the new season of Always Sunny? It could have been there. It could have been there for a month.
Yeah.
I don't know. So the larger topic...
generally not how Hulu works. I mean, is that a show... That's not a binge show. That's a show that airs, weekly, right?
But they only drop it season by season.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hulu doesn't do that with many things.
They do it with cable shows.
Oh, okay.
So it's an FX show. Or I think it's an FXX show.
Is that a thing?
Oh, yeah. And I thought it was a joke. Because they had this trailer for FXX.
Why don't you just call it FX2 or something? That's...
But this was a couple of years ago, and they made the trailer for FXX, and I thought it was a joke because it was all their comedy shows. I was like, they're making fun of all those extraneous. Nope, there is an FXX. Anyway,
you should star one of those. Okay.
Anyways, but it's getting so hard to keep track of. No, because this is getting to the wider topic.
Oh, sure, yeah.
What this is all leading to.
But you could have used this as a rant.
What this is all leading to, I could have. But this happened to me mere moments ago. What this is all leading to is there needs to be a better way. Either
to let people know when things are going to come out, or
what's on what.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Are you sure we talked about this the other day. Are you sure there's no website that keeps up with this?
I don't think so. I have a hard time keeping track of what Netflix is adding and losing.
Yeah.
People don't seem to... You know what pissed me off so much? And this could be a rant?
It's not a thing you can Google, right? You'll be like, what streaming service has this?
Not easily.
Not real easily. There's not just a handy... You think that at this point that might be one of those things that pops up on the Google search pages at the top, here's a list of or there's not anything, or watch on these platforms.
The thing... Something that will get me more heated than anything, and makes me want to, burn down establishments, is when I have looked for what's coming on Netflix or what's leaving Netflix, and you click on a list, and it's a click list, where it's 20 things you have to click through each page to see what's This is a service you're providing.
Yeah.
This is not. I'm not looking for hot goss. I'm not looking to find out what celebrity had a nose job. I just want to know what's leaving Hulu or Netflix.
Can you click on the next one and be like, what?
How could they possibly lose that? Like, I just want to know.
The only thing that works for well is like top 10 lists or whatever, so that you don't see the very next one. Like, I get why those are set up. I mean, the real reason they're set up that way is for ad revenue. It's clickbait, but those I can kind of see, especially if it's like a Flash kind of thing. I don't know if it's Flash, whatever. I'm getting old. But like I don't know if but it's one of those things where the actual page doesn't change. It's just like a flip kind of bar. Like that I kind of get. But not for what you're talking about.
Nope, that's ridiculous. But there should be some kind of service that either tells you what's on all the shows, or
on all the channels.
On all the services.
Yeah.
Or preset, maybe either preset or you can download. It should be free. There should be like an overmap that you can punch in all of the streaming services you have, and when you type in a show, it searches all of them.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And just pulls up, okay, here's what they have.
Yeah, and that's just a database somebody maintains. I mean, the only way...
Well, no, I'm not talking about database. I'm talking about like an app where it
would still be a database somebody would have to maintain.
It just plugs in to the other apps, and so like it'll be like, okay, I'm looking for Always Sunny. This is what Netflix has. This is what Hulu has, and I can just click it. And it takes me to the app. By definition,
that's a database.
Okay.
Like, it would have a list of all the things, and then you could look it up. You're not...
But I want it to be an interface. I want to be able to click on that, and it take me to the video.
Right, sure.
Within the app.
It could take you to the right app, but what you're describing would mean one company would have to own all the streaming services. You see what I'm saying? Like, it would still have to be a third-party thing. So you would get that.
Yeah.
But think about it. What you're suggesting would still require a third party that owns all the streaming services, that has a subscription to each of them, so that they know what's there all the time, and then they would put it all on a list. And then when you would type in a search bar, it would search that list, and it would it would pull up. But like maybe there'd be a link where you could go to it in that app, but that's the best you could possibly hope for.
Well, I want to be able to like click it, and it brings up the Hulu app and goes to the video I want.
Right, sure.
Like, that's... I don't feel like this is too much to ask.
Yeah, well, but I mean, it'd be work. I mean, for whoever maintained it, it'd be a lot of work.
I feel like...
It would be really hard to keep that updated. Because...
But you're thinking about, like, a list. It wouldn't be a list. It would be connected to the streaming... In the same way that when you search Hulu, it brings up what it has. This would do the same thing, but it would be connected to Hulu and Netflix and Crackle and all of those. Like, you would just punch in the accounts you have, and it would be connected to all of them.
I see what you're saying. That doesn't seem possible without all those things playing nice with each other and being owned by the same place, though.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Maybe they should just all play nice with each other. Maybe they should care about us, the consumer.
It would have to be a list, though.
It's so hard to keep track. And not get... I just want to know what has what.
Yeah.
I want it as easy as possible. I don't know. There's too many streaming services at this point.
But I would just take like having a decent way to look them up.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm shooting for the moon here, but it sucks. And there's too many, and everyone's trying to do their own. And this bubble is going to burst. What we're going to see if everyone tries to do their own is there will be no streaming service. But everyone will just give up.
If you had that service, it would be free advertising for the companies that you don't have.
Mm-hmm.
Or for the streaming services you don't have.
Mm-hmm.
Because it'd be like, well, it's over here, but you don't own it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other thing, too, is a list would be nicer for those places, because if it only searched what you owned, you wouldn't really want that, right? You would want it to search what you owned and what you didn't, because if you knew it was somewhere else, you might consider getting...
That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
You might consider getting another one, or getting a free trial just so you can watch it.
That's true.
No, you'd want to know everything that exists.
That's true. No,
not
you're
just
right.
what you have.
You're totally
which is the reason, which is maybe part of why I was thinking about it differently than you, because I was like, no, I want to know what all the availability is.
No, that's totally fair. You want to know if it's on Amazon or
Yeah.
Crackle. Does Crackle still exist? I assume it does.
I don't know. Yeah.
None of these services ever actually die, even if no one seems to participate.
Some of them have,
in them.
but you're right. Yeah.